Welcome back, everyone. Today we are going to do something a little bit different. It's another freeze deck, but this time I'm using Rose, so I've decided to go ahead and try out some of the other heroes. I have all the heroes at this point, so now it's just a matter of going through them, and since the freeze deck is what I'm the most comfortable with, coming from Green Shadow, I figure trying out a Rose freeze deck would probably be a good fit. So, a couple little differences, since Rose isn't quite the same classes as Green Shadow. She's a Smarty plus a Solar, so Solar gives us some other capabilities. Things like having heal with the second best taco of all time. We also have, you can see the deck over on the right, way over on the other side there. And stuck a couple Jack-o'-lanterns in there also because I think they're just a great 3-drop and they do have some growth potential. I don't have any freezing peas in here, the frozen pea shooters. I've taken them back out again. I go back and forth on those a lot. They just tend to die to a lot of different things so quickly. And you have to have very right circumstances in place to be able to get a real good freeze factory going. So at this time I figure I'll just stick with, I've got my snowdrops, I've got my iceberg lettuce for my quick freeze, I've got my chili peppers. One thing I don't have in this deck that I might switch up again at some point as well is I don't have any winter squashes in here. Although since I do have Mayflower included, you can get winter squash from Mayflower, so that does happen once in a while, or it should happen. I've stuck 2 rescue radishes in just because I found it to be very useful, especially when you have a lot of cards, like the chili pepper, where when you play the card you have an effect that happens, and then you can use the rescue radish to pull them back out and then play them back again. Toward the later turns it becomes really useful, because you can actually play it. Say I have 9 sun, I can actually play the chili pepper, freeze something, play rescue radish, bounce the chili pepper back into my hand, and then play the chili pepper again to freeze something else. So it gives it a little bit of a chance to do double duty. I've only got 2 Jolly Hollies in this deck because I wanted to make some room for some of the things that Rose brings to the table that Green Shadow didn't have. So I've got some PowerFlowers in there. I've got 2 Brainanas, 2 Great Zuchinis, 1 Cornicopia. I've also got 1 squash in there just for some hard removal later. So we'll see how it works. I've been experimenting with a few different things, so most likely I'll be making a lot of changes to this deck as I go. I'm just trying to get used to Rose, and anyway, let's go ahead and jump into a match and see what happens. So it moved up a little bit. I'm in rank 43 in Taco League now. Been winning and losing a lot just because I'm experimenting with different things now that I've got pretty much every card in the game so far except for the event cards that haven't been released yet. So I still haven't gotten a chance to mess with all of those. The only event cards in this deck, I've got the Jack-o'-lantern, the Jolly Holly, and the Mayflower in here. I do have, the Pear Cub, which I'll try out with one of the heroes that it actually works for. Here we go. Yeah, sorry, I know there's a little bit of a glare here from the sun hitting my face, so it makes things look a little bit odd. So this is a freeze deck, so we definitely want to stick with things that are going to assist. I also have some water balloons in here. Water balloons are really good for removing small minions, or at least lowering their power. There's a lot of minions that are like 2 strength, and that drops them down into, being something that basically just charges your shield for you. I'm going to leave the dog alone. Sometimes I like to either transmogrify it, turn it into something else, although, there's always a chance it'll turn into something with anti-hero, which will make it even worse for you. Or last time I used it, it gave them a card draw, and the card draw actually gave them a card that they could use, so I don't want to do that either. So I'm just going to skip this turn. I don't want to put my snowdrop out there because it's going to be a waste. I'm not going to get any value from it at that point. All I can do is attack. There we go. And lots of good removal options with Rose. That's one of the things I definitely like. That was another thing that made it easier to remove the winter squash from the deck, is that we have so many removal options. Really don't want them getting... So here I'm going to use the Transmogrified just so that his pets don't keep getting stronger if he is running a full pet deck. That worked out well. And I can even go run my Snowdrop here, because it's going to survive to the next round, and then I can pull out my Chili Pepper to do some freeze if he fronts it with anything. Even if he doesn't front it with anything, I can always freeze the Dog Walker. Water balloons are more useful after round 6, because if you've gotten at least 6 sun, then they do -2/-2 on any plant or any zombie. But yeah. So he does have a gravestone out there. I'm going to front the gravestone with the Chili Pepper, freeze the tennis player, and I guess just leave the Dog Walker alone, let it survive another round. So he's doing 2 damage at a time, and I haven't returned any damage yet, but hopefully that'll be changing soon. That's unfortunate. That's going to be hard, because once the Chili Pepper hit it, its damage is going to jump up to either 5 or 6. Yeah, it's going to jump up to 5, which means I won't be able to remove it using my hammer next round. But it will be down to 2 health, so I can always front it with something that can take it out as well. I love how long they sit here sometimes thinking about it. Like, I have no moves. I have no brains. I can't do anything, but I'm going to sit here and let the clock run out. It'd be odd to see him drop at this point, unless he's at work and playing. That could always be. Boss walks in, they close the game real quick, and then they can't get back to it in time. Not that I've had that happen. Oh, no. Hey, there we go. That works. I'll take a win on there. Let's jump into another one. Another one I'm really interested to jump into is Nightcap. Nightcap looks interesting just because of all the different mushroom synergy they have, because 2 of Nightcap's special moves, I think at least 2 of them, give you mushrooms on the board for a very low cost. And if you mix those with the buff shroom, as well as, I forget what the other one's called, the one that makes it so every time a mushroom gets destroyed you do 2 damage. That one's real nice. I can think of some really nice combinations there that can fill up the board and have a lot of really cheap damage. Alright. One thing I don't have in this deck is... Alright. Hey, 2 down. Why not? I guess I'll count that as a win? I don't know. I know the game counts it as a win, but I don't know if I count that. Oh. Getting close to having my 3rd overstuffed zombie. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let's double check here. Go to collection. I'm pretty sure I have just about every card. I've got 4 of almost every Guardian. The main ones I don't have 4 of are Soul Patch and Walnut Bowling. I've got 4 of the Bear Cubs and 4 of pretty much all the event cards, even Red Stinger here. I got 4 of pretty much all the Kabloom cards outside of Pine Clone and Kernel Corn. I've only got 2 of each of those, and then I always forget this guy's name, Grapes of Wrath. I've only got 3 of. Mega Grow, we've got all those. 4 of all those, actually. Smarty, I think I've got just about 4 of all those as well. Sorry, I'm looking down at my phone, so it's not like I'm nodding off here. But I need 2 more Great Zuchinis and 2 more Winter Melons to finish off the entire Smarty pack here. And then for Solar, I've got 4 of just about everything except 3-Headed Chomper, Let's see. Yeah, three-headed chomper. That's about all I'm missing there. And of course, Toadstool, which I'm assuming is going to be one of the next cards. So I haven't seen anybody running Toadstool yet. And then on the zombie side, you can see on both sides I've got all the heroes. On the zombie side, I'm missing some event cards, and that's about it. I've got just about 4 of all the beastly cards. Overstuffed zombie I'm still working on. I'm about to unlock my 3rd one with the tickets for the event. Let's see, energy drink zombie. I'm assuming that's another one that'll be coming up soon. On the brainy side, just about 4 of everything here too, except for Viking. I just finally got a Viking the other day, thanks to some generous gifting that allowed me to buy a good number of card packs when they were having the sale. But I still need to get some more Vikings. And I have more than enough sparks to do. I'm at like 52,000 plus sparks. That I don't want to buy legendaries unless I'm actually going to run a deck that has more than one of them. Crazy, got just about 4 of everything here on the crazy, other than what's his name, the Abracadaver. He was the last one I just ended up getting for crazy. It's the only one I was missing. Hardy, same thing. The only one I'm missing on Hardy is the Gargologist, which I'm assuming isn't actually available yet. And then Sneaky, I've got everything there too. So I've got every card possible so far, other than the event cards that haven't actually been released yet. So doing pretty good there. But let's go ahead and jump back into another game with Rose here. Trying to figure out the ways I can alter this deck. I like having more Mayflowers in there just for their draw, but Mayflowers always get targeted quick. And Jolly Hollies are nice. I tend to swap Jolly Hollies instead of Winter Melons or even Snapdragons now, just because it's kind of a similar effect. In effect, you're covering 3 lanes. You're freezing the 2 on the sides, and then you have 4 damage up the middle. But again, Jolly Holly does tend to get taken out pretty quickly just because of the low amount of health. Come on. Rust Bolt. Rust Bucket. Rust Bolt. Brain Bucket. Whatever his name is. Going down. Alright, so we got our Snowdrop, which is good. I don't need the Cornicopia. I already have a Flower Power. That's actually a pretty good start. I will keep that just because I like having the water balloons in my starting hand. And I have early removal with the hammer as well, the Whack-A-Zombie. Nice. And even more early removal. So I'm just going to pass this turn. I don't want to waste that Snowdrop until I've got something to use it with. Especially later in the game. Snowdrops can be a nice surprise later in the game. So the nice thing with Rose is you can play it starting out without giving away that it's a freeze deck sometimes, depending on which cards you end up having in your hand. So what do I want to do this round? I'm going to use my water balloon and take him out. Wait till the next round before I do anything else. I don't want to drop my Snowdrop out there on a 1-1 unless I absolutely have to, just because that kind of ruins the surprise and then they start targeting you. I do not want to front this gravestone, so I will pass again. Might not be the best move. Actually, it was a really good move. I'll take the 2 damage, no problem. Rather have that than have him ruin my Snowdrop for me. And actually, I can take care of both of these. Yes, I can. So let's... how do I want to do this? I'll go like this. Freeze him just so I don't take any damage. And just drop this guy off the map. He does have 3 points left. Well, I can't think of any tricks he has right now that should be able to drop a 3/4 off the board. It's a nice thing about the first buff of your Snowdrop. When it's up at 3 damage, it makes it pretty much immune to a lot of the early removal. That sun's like right in my face. Move over here a little bit. Well, my Snowdrop is going to go down, but hey. Let's get some good damage going here. Got another Snowdrop. Unfortunately, I've got 2 Great Zuchinis in my hand, which won't come into play till much later. Now that sun is in my face again. Do I use the Snowdrop just to take him out? Or do I eat the taco? Which just seems like a waste since it'd only be giving me 1 health back. I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice the Snowdrop. He's still got 6 brains left though. I don't want to eat the taco simply because I'm only going to be healing myself for 1 health at that point, and that loses a lot of the value. And yes, I do get a card draw out of it, but I just don't think it's worth it. Which means I'm, of course, gonna take 4 damage to the face now. Really? You gonna move him in front? He is. Well, thank you, actually. That's about the best move I could have hoped for also, because I take out his, plus hurt him, and I still survive to heal myself. I understand the point there. He wants to drop its health down. But I got tacos. Got tacos for days. So what do we do here? We hammer and taco. That's what we do. No, I don't want to hammer him. I will hammer you. The one right in front of me is going to get killed anyway with my strike through. So I will taco up my PowerFlower here. Draw my card. And I'm good. Again, I don't want to waste a Snowdrop unless I absolutely have to. So I'm back at 20 health. If this triggers his block, then oh well. Nice, there we go. That's a twofer. Heal me back up. I like it. And Mayflower also plays well into that flower synergy for the healing as well, which is nice. So we've got 8. I'm going to throw out some magic beans. Love the magic beans. Ooh, almost grabbed the wrong one. I love the magic beans later game because they just give you so much value. You end up with 4 bodies on the board that each cost 1 sun. They're 4/4s, and they each give you a card draw. Yeah. Again, don't want to waste the Snowdrop. You can... he's probably going to move the Mayflower. Yeah, of course he is. Smart play. We're in round 9, aren't we? I could have probably zucchinied back there. Are we in round 9 already? Oh, that stinks. But if we are past round 9, then my Great Zucchini is going to make all that. I'll save it just in case. We are. And that's when I break into my happy dance. So I'm going to stick this on lane 4. Actually, is he amphibious also? He is. But I don't want to block my Mayflower if I get another one. So we're going to go like this. Drop all these down to nice little 1/1s. Let's see how he deals with that. I forget what removal Rust Bolt has. I don't think he has Rocket. Does he have Locust? Or does he have Rocket? No, he's got Chop. Oh well. That hurts. It hurts a little. But you know the nice part? I've got another one. I do. Or, you know what? I think I'm just going to do this. I'm going to goatify the Chopper. His lanes are now clogged with 1/1s. Oh. And I've got a couple of nice options here. Got my strike through. Just for the heck, it doesn't really matter who we freeze here because all we're doing is buffing our Mayflower. Or not our Mayflower, our Snowdrop. That round actually worked out perfectly. Nice. And next round I can slap him again with another Great Zucchini if he ends up filling his lanes back up. I'll take the 1 damage. Charge my block meter up for me. Nice. Let's see what he does. What else is he going to bring out? Oh, perfect. This is going to piss him off. I'm about to drop another Great Zucchini. I wish I had a Rescue Radish in my hand right now. But, yeah. Drop everything down to a 1/1 and give him 6 damage to the face while I'm at it. Why not? Why not? I would be so mad right now if I was on the other side of that. What are the chances of somebody dropping 2 Great Zucchinis on you back to back? And that's it. Oh, yeah. That felt good. I like that. So lots of versatility in the deck. I just like some of the different options that Rose gives me. Maybe it's just because I've been playing Green Shadow so long. But it just feels like I have a lot more flexibility. Another one I want to try out is Citron. A Smarty mixed with a Guardian, I believe Citron is. So that should give me some nice options as well. Some more meaty plants to stick out there. I tend to favor the freeze deck. Alright, anyway, let's go ahead and jump into one more here. I was going to do a video the other day of opening 280 packs, because they had the sale going, or buy the 50 pack, get 20 extra, so you're getting 70. I bought 4 of those. Had a bunch of gems due to some nice gifting that occurred lately. Oh, that is a nice start. I don't need you. Yeah, we'll just go with that. So we're going to skip turn 1 most likely. Oh, beautiful. Even better. Skip turn 1. Turn 2 will be a Snowdrop with a freeze most likely if he brings anything out. And then turn 3 I'll have my Mayflower ready to go for some extra card draw. Oh. Nice. Yep, I think I will give myself some card draw too. Why not? Oh, this is working out to be a great start for a freeze deck. You gonna move him? Moving him doesn't really do a lot of good. He's a 1/1 at this point. Alright. So I've already got my late game all lined up. That's nice. So So he's definitely planning on playing some tricks. Do I drop Mayflower or do I freeze him? So what's he probably going to do? Going to drop a 2 damage on me, bring me down to 2. That'll boost him up. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and freeze him. I think it's the safe play. He might have two damages though. I always forget what that one's called, where the plumber's crack comes down and bangs you on the head. Oh, he chops me. Ow. So sad. So sad. So I was completely wrong on that one. I do have removal for this, which is nice. I can just do a whack-a-zombie on him. So go ahead and drop him. I'm not going to put anything out just because I'm not sure what's going to pop out of this. There we go. Not bad. I don't mind taking 1 damage. If I can get another snowdrop going, still got a good hand for a good freeze ramp. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is just drop this guy right in front of the ninja. Take out the ninja. Do some damage to his face. We'll pretty much tied on damage taken at that point. Yep. Should have saw that coming. Ooh, he's gonna get 10 out of that guy. Let's just hope the next one does enough damage to get my block up. There we go. Guaranteed block. So I won't take another 5 from the ninja, which is good. And you know, we are going to punish you for that. Definitely. You deserve that. You deserve it. Heal me back up a little. Man, I wish I had a snowdrop in hand right now. So what are we going to do? I'm going to drop my Mayflower out here. And then I think I will go water balloon on this guy. That's only going to take him down to a... No, this was turn 6, so it will go for 2. Drop him down to a 1/1. And we'll leave it at that. Let him charge my block meter a little. Nice. Good move. Of course, a weenie beanie. The worst card you can possibly get, if I remember correctly, from Mayflower. I had one game where I had 2 Mayflowers on the board, and I managed to keep them alive for a decent amount of time, and they got me like 6 weenie beanies. So I just kept pulling weenie beanies for some reason. It was horrible. So how do we do this? I will front this guy with a weenie beanie. That works. And why not? I'll let my chili pepper survive the next round too. Unless he wants to pull out some more bonus attacks, but all they're going to do at this point is let him attack normal. Might make sense for him to do it on the walrus if he has any option to do bonus attacks. No. Hopefully that triggers my block. There we go. Thank you. You know what I do then? I turn this guy into a 1/1. Just so I can make sure I get him out of there. Don't want any funny business. Business isn't funny. Alright, I think I've got this. I'm going to water balloon and freeze, but what do I want to water balloon and what do I want to freeze? I'm pretty sure I want to freeze the shark, but do I freeze him and water balloon him? Water balloon will take him. Actually, that will freeze. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to water balloon the shark here. Yeah, my chili pepper's going to die and it's going to buff the shark's damage, but I'm going to freeze both of these guys. That way I can do a little bit of face damage to him unless he takes me out with whatever tricks he's got in the bag. No. These two will trade, that's fine. Shark's gonna get buffed. There we go. Oh, a 9, yes. Oh, that's perfect. Mr. Shark is about to die. You're all gonna turn into 1/1s. If you haven't guessed, I'm dropping the zucchini on him this round. Right here. Not bad at all. I always thought a good combo. I've got to try out some zombies too. I've been playing way too much as the plants. I got to try out some zombies. I'd love to get some decks together that have the Sharktronic along with the firework zombie and then maybe some chickening. Those seem like some really good combos. Basically wipe the entire other team's board and get buffed for it at the same time. So basically my board got wiped for the most part as well. But I've got Cornicopia. Yeah, honestly, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to clear my own board. I'm going to front the ninja, but freeze the other zombie. So my Mayflower will get taken out, my chili pepper will get taken out. Drop some beans out there just to use up a little bit more sun and put some more cards on my hand. And basically what I'm doing here is trying to clear out as many of my own cards as I can to make the Cornicopia as efficient as possible, give it the most potential. The more lanes I have open, the more cards it pops out, the more chances it's going to proc some other legendaries. I love when Cornicopias pop out Great Zuchinis or Brainanas. Which, I forgot, I think it was Green Shadow. I had a was it Green Shadow? Must have been. I had a Cornicopia that popped out. Oh, he moved. What do I want to do? I really want a Cornicopia, but I'm afraid I'm going to get 2 useless cards if I do. I'm down to 4 health. I can't take that 6 damage on the far lane. Yeah, it's going to be Cornicopia. Fingers crossed we get something good. It's like a treat bag. Oh, not bad at all. Yes. Oh, and I can play this guy. Oh, that is awesome. I didn't get anything super crazy out of it, but definitely got some things that let me survive another round. Not sure what he could pull out at this point that would finish me off. This is where it'd be great to have a rescue radish to yeah, too late now. Rescue radish wouldn't help me. Alright, he's deadly. But he's also about to be dead. So I don't have a whole lot that I can drop out on the board at this point. So I think the move here is use the water balloons to kill off the walrus rider there, and use the taco to give myself a little bit of a health buffer. Let's drop that. You're gone. We've now got Lethal on board unless he can do something about my pair. He's got plenty of brains, so... Oh, what's he gonna do about that? Is this the final round? Is this it? Do we win? Come on. He's thinking about it. He's trying to figure out his best strategy for surviving. Okay. Gives you 4 damage on my face, but you've still got to survive this round for that to pay off. Nope. That should be game right there. Oh, unless it blocks. Come on, don't block. Oh, of course it did. Of course he gets a 3 on the last one. Doesn't do you any good. I'm going to block it. Thank you. You gotta pay attention to the block meter on those things. Now you're just a scrub. Getting scrubbed. Ooh. See? Sometimes that can happen where it actually gives them something. Yes. That would be so great right now if he didn't do anything because he's planning on using tricks. Brainana will just... Oh! You can't ask for a better setup than that. You get the Brainana, and the zombie decides to go strictly tricks that round. Drops nothing on the board. So, I'm just gonna front this guy, just there's no chance I take any damage. Let's see if he concedes before, yeah. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Nice. Oh. Feels so good. And I think that is good for now. We're going to leave it there, and I will see you next time. Feel free to like, subscribe, dance, do whatever you want to do. Do it. Do it. Later.